Tim here from Flavour Blaster with a brand new episode of Tim's Tips. This week we are unboxing and setting up a brand new Flavour Blaster. So let's get into it. So the following video is a step-by-step guide for you to follow when you buy your brand new, wonderful, beautiful Flavour Blaster Pro 2 starter kit. Or indeed if you already have one, but just require a little bit of extra training material. So let's begin. Step 1, open your Flavour Blaster Pro 2 starter kit box. Inside you will find one user manual, which we recommend you read in addition to watching this video. One Flavour Blaster Pro 2 body, one Bubble X dish, and an accessories pack which contains one bottle of Bubble X liquid, one USB charging cable, 5 spare coils, one reusable aroma tank with a spare glass casing. And finally, we have one aroma pack containing 5 of our most popular aromas: citrus, mixed berries, neutral, rosemary and smoke. Step 2, charge your Flavour Blaster. Simply plug the provided micro USB into the charging port and connect the other end to a main socket. We recommend only using the charging cable provided. It will take around 8 hours to charge fully, which gives the Flavour Blaster 8 hours of usage time. After charging, ensure that the rubber seal covering the charging port is firmly closed and that water never enters the port. Step 3. Now it's time to fill the aroma tank with your chosen aroma liquid. Start by disassembling the aroma tank, bit by bit, to reveal the base and coil. Double check that the coil is on tight, and then prime the coil by pouring a few drops of the aroma liquid onto the 3 exposed strips of cotton. Reassemble the tank by adding the glass casing and the first screw top lid. And now we can fill the aroma tank by pouring the aroma liquid into the side slots. Never pour anything down the central hole, as this will ruin the coil and the Flavour Blaster will not emit any aroma. Always ensure that the tank is at least half full to avoid burning out the coil, and remember that the coil will need to be replaced on average every 4 weeks. And finally, screw on the second lid. Step 4, insert the aroma tank into the Flavour Blaster. First, turn the Flavour Blaster on by pressing the trigger 3 times, then insert the aroma tank, listening for the click, and look out for the green flashing lights on the side of the Flavour Blaster. This means that the aroma tank has successfully been detected. Test by holding the trigger and then add the nozzle. Step 5, prepare some Bubble X liquid. This is the all-important liquid that forms a bubble around the aromatic smoke. Gently mix the Bubble X for 5 seconds before use to ensure that the components in the mixture are fully combined. Then pour a small amount into the gold Bubble X dish, just enough to cover the tip of the Flavour Blaster nozzle. Step 6. Now it's time to create your first bubble. Dip the Flavour Blaster nozzle into the Bubble X liquid, hold the nozzle close to the surface of the cocktail, hold the trigger, move the Flavour Blaster away from the cocktail as the bubble expands, and then release the trigger. Please remember that the bubble does work best on low ABV cocktails that are served up with a good wash line in glassware that gets wider at the rim. The bubble does also benefit from being applied to wet glassware. This can be achieved by spraying the cocktail with water or simply by chilling the glassware in a fridge, freezer or with ice beforehand. Another feature of the Flavour Blaster Pro 2 is that you can turn the aroma function off in order to create clear bubbles. Press the trigger twice and look out for the white flashing lights on the side before dipping the nozzle into the Bubble X. To return the Flavour Blaster back to its standard function, simply press the trigger twice again. Step 7. Clean and maintain the Flavour Blaster after use. To ensure that your Flavour Blaster is always in tip-top condition, Clean the Flavour Blaster nozzle with a wet or dry cloth. Then clean the underside of the aroma tank and the inside of the Flavour Blaster nozzle using a dry cloth, being careful not to damage the metal pins inside of the nozzle. Pour any remaining Bubble X liquid back into the bottle and clean and dry the Bubble X dish, and always store the aroma tank outside of the Flavour Blaster when not in use. Alright, thanks for watching everyone. I hope this has helped. And remember, if you forget anything I've said, you do have a user manual, everything's in there.